Hello and welcome to Vegas for the final round in Velocity Online Racing League's season. I mistimed going out in the pits. I lollygagged too much on my outlap, and on my last lap, coming out of turn 4, ran out of time. So we didn't get our fast lap in. So
hopefully next year it's going to be even better. But for now, everybody who came out to race today and the rest of the season, thanks a lot. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, whatever.
Just go out with the bang, have a good race.
So
don't do it literally, don't crush each other out.
Jesper and Liam battling it out for the championship. Julian has an outside chance at it.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
But he basically would need
Liam
and Jesper to die, like to crash out. That's pretty much the only way he's and even then I don't know. I think it would still depend on where he finishes. So it's going to be interesting for those guys. My ARBs all screwed up. Interesting. iRacing doing iRacing things in the middle of a patch week.
Yeah, good luck, Cole.
Oh, also, if you're pitting, call it out on the chat.
So apparently we have to pit off of turn 3, so that'll take a lot of the pit strategy out of it. Guys who aren't good at throwing it into double check your ARBs. Mine were set to 0. 0 is not a good place for them. All right, so we got full fuel tanks in this setup. 6 sets of tires.
Also, not sure how the marbles update plays out, but they might.
Yeah, this is our first race seeing the marbles.
So, keep that in mind too. Don't throw it with a high line too much after, I don't know, 50 to 100 laps.
Hey, it's Scott Dixon.
Hey, I have Bill Power in front of me. Can you say wanker, please?
Wendy's is mad he's surrounded by bobbing onto.
All right, here we go. So, long race. Operation 1 is make it to the first pit stop. Ooh. Use the outside line while you can.
Just be really careful about.
Okay. Did he legitimately think that was my fault? So yeah, I don't even know with the update how we're gonna see the marbles. Like, I really hope it's very obvious as the marbles build up. If you've got to just sort of know they're there, that's gonna be crazy. Alright, that group of 10 at the front is starting to pull away. We need to get through this little group of guys. Matt, why are you falling back? Okay, Matt's intentionally falling back. Do I dare go on the outside of this guy again? Okay. Till I see marbles, I'm using that top. Wow. Alright, so we gotta settle in now. Didn't want to lose touch. So now we're at the back of this group. Got a Willpower livery in front of us. So these should all be open wheel champion liveries. So we are driving Paul Tracy's last lap from the 2003 Champ Car season. I think technically they only ran the last lap car the last race of the season. It was supposed to be there was supposed to be another race after that. I think it was the Auto Club 500. but I think forest fires or something
Oh boy.
canceled that race. Weight jacker all the time. Always, like, yeah. Whether you're using the weight jacker as a negative balance coming out of corners to throw it low to keep you from spinning out. From different tracks, it like, you know, a track like Phoenix, where you're trying to keep the back end, you may go up a couple in the weight jacker into the corners, but then negative weight jacker going out of the corners just to keep the back end from spinning. This track here, that little lift as it comes out of 4, depending on the setup, you might need a weight jacker. I haven't run this setup below half fuel, so we'll see once we start getting light fuel if the car is going to start tracking loose. Out of that rise right there, it can kick you, if you've got the right setup, it can kick you into the pit lane. So you might need to throw some negative weight jacker just as you're exiting that corner to keep the car planted. Right now, with all the traffic, I'm running +5 just to help me rotate. We might also discover as we get down to low fuel that's too much weight jacker, and we're burning the rears. It's more heat at this track. The right sides run really hot, and if you get them too hot, it doesn't matter what, you know, they could still be at 90% tread. But if they get too hot,
Seth, can you tell your sister to stop watching TikTok?
you'll start you'll notice it when they get too hot. You'll just start losing grip, and you're like, well, how? And then you come into the pits thinking that you must be at 0% tread wear, and you discover no, your tires are just too hot. You keep your temperatures and your tread wear down just by being less aggressive into the corners, lifting earlier, letting the car just rotate on its own instead of trying to power through the corners like I was initially when I was trying to get by everyone. All right. Can't do such a low entry anymore. They still... So what do we got? We got Jesper in second, and Liam in 4th. That's your championship battle.
Apron bad.
I was looking up at the standings. I really would have just assumed that Highline would already be useless, and everyone's still up at the High Line. Very much so. I'm very bad at it, and I'm very bad at remembering which tracks I need to do it at. Like Gateway, going in 1-2 at Gateway, very much a trail brake corner. Or you can lift early. You know, there's options in the IndyCar just because of the amount of acceleration you have. Alright, that front little group of 5 has the potential to break away. Oh no, 6 has got him. 6 has got him. Okay. Well, so far, I'm not seeing any marbles. I would expect to see, you know, some black clag up against the wall. Ooh. It's my arch enemy. It's Seabass in the McDonald's car.
Oh, sorry, Kyle. I
Alright.
didn't mean that.
Something up near the front.
All good, brother, all good.
Closing rate just caught me out there.
Saw the opportunity. This will be another opportunity, but also danger. Alright, gotta remember, have been instructed to pit off of 3. I should probably actually look at turn 3 and see where the pit went. I did all my practice off of 4. Okay. Won't be anything much to that. Just turn in, slow down on the flat. Oh, I don't like the 1 second gap from Gary to Jesper. That's potential to lose that pack. Gotta go for it, Sebastian. So much dirty air. Wow. Patrick. There's defending, and then there's block defending, which should have ended with dead cars. going to lose Jesper. .9. Still in the arrow. It's just any mistake, and we've lost Jesper. Nice pass. Turn, car. Car's up outside wall.
Way to go, Mark. Good job.
It's just one of those deals couldn't get off.
So we got lucky there. We were able to keep going. Like, you could see the gap. First, second, third broken away. But we have that same gap behind us now. Had we been a few more cars back, we would have been back with those guys. We were able to get ahead of that just before the cars, well, the cars were coming down, but we got under it. Oh, I think it's 2 laps down under the pit cycle here, so it is dangerous to pit early. It is advantageous to pit early. So you can see you know, I'm half a second a lap slower than we were on fresh tires. So if you can do 4 or 5 laps at half a second a lap faster, you will make up a ton of time. But if a caution comes out, your race is over. You are not making up 2 laps. It's also way too early in the race for that kind of gamble. Last stint? Yes, maybe the second last stint, if you feel it's going to just keep staying green. I mean, we've stayed green a long time now.
Pitting in this lap, pitting in this lap.
Oh.
17 pitting this time by.
So Jesper will probably go in this lap. We will also be going in this lap.
I'm pitting.
Didn't get my foot on the brake properly. That was poor.
You had a moment.
Turning.
So that lost me some time. That was a pretty poor pit stop by me. Exactly. Triangling it off, right? Or they call it squaring the corner? Only that was more of a triangle. If I could just pick up Jesper. Wait, that's Bart. Bart? I thought that was Jesper. Jesper's 4 seconds in front of me. That is terrible. See if we can leapfrog. Matty doesn't want to leapfrog. Well, okay, maybe Matt wants to be the leapfrogger. I don't know if the leapfrog works here. Just not enough of a straight. Alright. Well, we gained a 10th. Whether that's from us doing our thing or them fighting, I don't know. Almost got sucked into his dirty air was just sucking me right up with him. catching them. We're using a lot of fuel to do this, but it needs to be done. Oh, I didn't make it. .3. Let's go.
Yes, I am. There's actually 2 red cars up here, though. Hey Ryan, I don't mind if you want to swap. Go Pete.
So this is the power of leapfrogging when you're leapfrogging with someone that you've been racing with for 7 years. Oh, we've stabilized
say
at
hi, guys. I'll say
2.3.
hi.
Oh, that's painful. We need like another half second. I'm still not seeing like marbles, what I would classify as like a dark strip up at the top. Is Matt trying to see if I can catch Mason? Okay. Yeah, that's what
Yes or no?
Yes. I think he took yes as, am I catching him? And I took yes as, I want to keep leapfrogging. Do like to hear that we're the fastest car. 2. So we've been burning fuel like mad. We will be pitting before anyone else, I'm
Sorry.
sure. We're going to have to be careful on the next stint, which is the second last stint, to make sure that we conserve a bit so that we can push again on the final stint. Alright, this pit cycle I need to not be a knob. I can't afford to lose a second and a half screwing up my braking. Oh, I thought Matt would want to go by. I was not going to fight Matt. I've burned up my tires. He appears to have more.
Hitting in the flat, hitting the flat. Yeah, putting in.
My bad, just take me. Go, go, go. I will put up no fight. Alright, we go in this lap. I could try to eke another lap, but that would just be dumb.
Box in his lap.
Yeah, I would definitely prefer to be pitting off turn 4. I am far better at that.
Seventy pitting this time, man.
Seb running a Lotus tribute.
Yep.
Button.
Pursue Sam. I can't leapfrog.
Yeah, I'll stay high, guys. I'll stay high.
Alright, so the problem now is I'd love to leapfrog. Ugh. But we are dancing with fuel right now. Catch up to Bart and Gary here. That didn't work.
Sorry. Four.
Staying high.
So I think this will be another case of we will catch them just as we run out of fuel.
What?
I don't know how he can understand me when I whisper like that. He's got Gary's draft, I've got his draft. don't think I can pass Matt because he's got Liam's draft.
I'll say hi.
I keep going his draft. I can't get up to that. If there was a caution, I'd go and jump into whatever Discord Matt's in. Well, we haven't had a caution. Now he definitely has Liam's draft.
I'm pitting in the spot.
I still don't see marbles up along the outside wall like there should be. And we have not had a caution, so there should be marbles. So Liam did what he needed. He was falling back to save fuel. Now he's falling back behind Wagner to save more fuel. He pitted 2 laps earlier than us. Curious how much fuel Kyle has saved this stint.
Oh, sorry, Mason.
Yeah, fitting in.
Staying high.
And then fitting in.
We'll get staying on the high side later.
Curbs.
Fox in second.
Liam is
lap-
still
this
falling
lap,
back
this
because
lap.
he is in monster fuel save mode. I think I get to lead a lap. Better. I am lucky. Still lost about half a second there. But I was, what, an inch from sliding through my box?
Seventeen pitting this time by.
Gotta run. Gotta run, gotta
Cutting this flop, cutting this flop.
Kyle needs to save like 3 laps of fuel, so he'll be sitting back there until he's made his number, in theory. How far back are we? Oh, we're never catching Jesper. Never, never, never. Because Jesper's made his fuel number. I mean, he pitted 1 lap before us, so he just can, you know, take it easy to and still not lose anything. Now, this cluster behind us of cars. Kyle, Liam, and Seb. Thanks, Mark. We will definitely not catch Jesper, but this will be the interesting challenge at this point. For anywhere from 2nd to what? 5th? 6th? 6th. A lot of these guys have to save fuel. Kyle, 2 extra laps. Seb, 2 extra laps. So that's why they're sitting behind us right now saving fuel. I wish they weren't, but that's how it is. We need to get into this lap traffic, cut through it, and use it to break us all apart. And hopefully we aren't the one that gets slowed up by it. We want the guy, you know, the guys 2 or 3 cars back to, because I think that's a complete gaggle of lap down cars all battling for position. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. All 1 lap down. Don't hit the car in the wall. Yeah, I figured I should pull out one of the Forsythe shirts since we're doing a championship race. And we're driving what is probably my favorite livery, which is the last lap livery. It's just sometime during COVID, I lost my layer files for it, and it was one of the first paints I'd made. So it's got some like jagged edges in how I made it that I would like to correct now. But without the layer file, it means I have to recreate a lot of stuff from scratch. And a lot of this stuff for this paint was created from scratch. All right, if we can quickly clear through these guys, we'll have broken away from Seb and Liam and them, which is what we desperately need to have happen. That puts them into a have to fuel save to make it without having us to fuel save. Like, if they're fuel saving well right behind you, it means they're going to challenge you at the end. But if we can separate this up and force them to have to slow down and fuel save behind the lapped cars they're with, then we're gone.
Staying high, correct?
But yeah, if you get a run soon, I'll let you buy. Won't fight it.
So you can see Kyle was desperate to get through that traffic to make sure he didn't lose us. See, Esper's just sitting there. We're still gaining on him. He's still fuel saving. Almost. With Jesper out on his own, he has to hard fuel save. Like I'm having trouble making this number. I can make it as long as I'm not in clean air going. I've had to dial back my. I tested a couple laps in map 1. Still don't have my magic number yet. And Jesper pitted 1 lap earlier and is on his own. Crap. Honestly, Jesper probably should have told Mason to go in front of him. Mason wouldn't be willing to do it on his own because instructions are lap down cars. Once you're a lap down, that's it. But if the leader tells you to go by,
Pitting in.
Go ahead.
I think I've got him. Come on, Greg. Well, I don't want to burn out my tires doing it.
I would say please go ahead.
Oh, I can't catch him. Burning up my tires.
Indy, where do you want me? Sorry, Ben.
I let my car drift too much. Whew. I caught the drift though.
I'm staying high.
Does Jesper actually have the fuel to make it? That's annoying. Is he not going to run out? He's going to make it, isn't he?
I'm about to run out of fuel, so be careful. Car is behind me. I'm going to stay on the bottom of the track.
Curse you, Jesper. Goodness, man.
Here it is.
Good guys.
I can't win a race in VOR, man.
Jesper, heck of a job there. Tried to match you, but yeah, you're in some ways inevitable.
Well,
on
how
mile
we're
and a half.
doing is
Good
second.
Season, good championship, good win.
I mean, Jesper did what he needed to do. He had his thumb on the championship. Winning the race didn't matter what anyone else did.
Thanks,
So
guys.
he
That
did
was
what he
fun
needed to
season.
do against Liam.
The race, right.
I mean, he was
Yeah,
able,
good racing, guys. That was a good
using
fun.
those laps
Enjoyed
when he
myself
had the
racing.
6.5 second lead, he was just able to save fuel falling back. And I made the mistake of giving up the bottom. I got the bottom and then gave it up, and I shouldn't have given it up. But that's because he's better than me.
Great job, Jesper, Craig, Kyle. Good job on the podium. Publishers interviews as always. Thanks everyone for the great season. And see you next year. If
All
you're
right,
planning
there's
to
our
race with
baby.
us, make sure to do the sign up on Google Forms. And,
Ain't she a beauty?
yeah, that's it. Thanks for the racing, everyone, today, and see you next year.
Ah! Did anyone experience marbles? Because I sure don't feel like I did.
No, there wasn't any.
People were running all over the track, so I don't think the marbles ever got any time to generate.
See, there's the fat lady. She's saying one last time. Whew. IndyCar oval racing, man, it's fast and furious. And then the nice thing about the IndyCar is that you also get to do road courses. So the best combination of every type of racing, except endurance. I don't even know. Are we going to have... Oh, yeah, right. I guess I should jump into Discord. Do I even have Discord going? No, I don't even have Discord going. Let's get Discord going. Otherwise, Gary will be unhappy that he can't find me to interview. Though he'll be doing second first, so, or third first. I was like, surely Jesper hadn't saved enough fuel falling back 4 seconds to make up that lap, did he? And the answer was yes. It was my only hope. I was looking at you up there. I'm like, he's got no one to tow, but he is falling back. So he's obviously saving fuel, but is it enough? Thanks, Matt. I can't, like, you were only 1 lap short, and I ended up 1 lap, just over 1 lap to the positive. So it was doable. It just needed the right... I know, idiot. I'm an idiot. I said that when it's like, I lost that race by giving up the inside. I don't know why I did that. So, I know our... So, I mean, I'm happy with that. For a green flag race, we had to burn fuel to get through the pack, both Matt and I. Oh, we are Canadian, thus the Forsythe players' livery. All right, let's see, because I got turned here by Mason in red. Was he higher than I could? He was behind me at the time. But when did it happen? Turned lap 2, lap 3? Oh, net code. Okay. Oh, and I thought it was the red car, but it was Bart, and it was net code. So yeah, I don't know what all guys had issues throughout the race. I don't think. I don't think we're going to see any incidents because it was a green flag the entire race. So will we get the occasional 0x? Well, I guess the incident counter at the end of the race is kind of boring. That's the downside of a green flag, an entirely green flag race. Oh no, There was. 2 guys hit the outside wall. That Julian died on some lap. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Nope, wasn't Kinder. Mark. Mark didn't realize. Yeah. Oh. And then, so that took both of them out. But they were able to keep going forward at a fast enough pace that no caution came out. Oh, nope, that's an unsafe pit entry. You have to be inside the yellow cone there. So he would have gotten a 40-second hold for that. Thus why Bart ended up 6 laps down. Green flag being held for 40 seconds. Thanks, Will. Yeah, that was, I mean, considering we started at the back and it stayed green the whole race, that we were able to save fuel that other people weren't while still passing. I mean, both Wags and I did it. It's just Wags screwed up in the last stint and didn't save enough. Because we were both doing the same leapfrog. Oh, we've got a couple. Liam is from, oh God. Liam, where are you from in the UK? Okay. Okay. An hour outside of London. So, for this league, actually, VOR is primarily a European league. That's why it's for us in the middle of the day. So that's why you'll see a lot of. I mean, we've got all of the Northern European drivers. We've got guys from the UK. We've got guys from Germany, France, and then for us. You know, they do it in the evening. For us, that's, you know, noon. So they also do a league on Thursdays and a league on Fridays. But of course, that's the middle of the workday for the rest of us. But this one is on the Saturdays at, you know, noonish, 1-ish our time. So it's good to get in. No, I don't. I only stream probably 3 or 4 races a week, and now that I'm back working again, I used to race probably 5 days a week, but I'm working again, so I've had to cut back on my on the streaming. Such is life. That's a pretty car. But yeah, so our general leagues that we run are, there's a Monday league that we're now running, Tuesday, Thursday. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I don't think either of us did ourselves any favors starting from the back. So that was terrible timing on my part. I left the pits too late and did my first lap too slow. So cost myself my fast lap, which put us at the back. So I'm very happy with the result just because it stayed green the whole time. So despite that, we had to push our way through traffic, which was just using the fuel. So it was a lot of strategy to try and, you know, do the leapfrog while still saving fuel wherever you could. And then, you know, whenever we could get to a lap car or anything, it was like a couple laps of dialing it down until we got by them, saving fuel, trying to stretch it to get ourselves back, because I think the first stint we ended up, I think, 2 laps. We were 2 laps earlier than the lead, most of the lead guys. And it's like, you know, that'll start accumulating over the course of you know, of a green flag race. It'll get worse and worse and worse. So we had to start catching back up, and, you know, I'm constantly watching the fuel, you know, my fuel to the end indicator to make sure that we were within the ballpark, that, you know, if we started catching up to, like, our biggest luck was getting that one group of lapped cars. I think it was on the last stint, actually, which was what separated us out from Liam and Sebastian and those guys. We knew that basically that was going to be the opportunity to spread those lead lap guys out, because at that point I knew that they were going to be hard pressed on fuel, just because by the time we'd gotten to that part of the race, they had all pitted earlier than I had. So I knew that, you know, I was in the catbird seat, so to speak. Then at that point, I mean, Jesper had a 6.5 second lead. But he'd pitted 1 lap earlier than I had. So I knew he was going to be tight on fuel just based on the numbers I was doing. But, you know, he was falling back. He didn't ever seem to get any of the lap traffic to try and draft with, which was unfortunate for him, good for us. But he was doing it properly. He was, you know, he dialed it back, was slowly falling back, while making sure he hit his numbers. And then by the time he got to us, he was, you know, had fallen back to us. He was able to just run in map 1 and keep it up. And I was going the whole time just hoping he was going to run out of fuel. I got the bottom, and then I don't know where my brain went. I gave it back up, and that was the last I ever saw the bottom. So at that point, it was 10 laps of me just hoping he would run out of fuel, which never happened. If I clawed my way back to 5, I am happy as can be, because what was I, 9th or something? Yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, I was thinking, it's been a while since I've gotten a win. I need one of those. Yeah, no, I've got to thank Jim over at 4D Racewear. I mean, you guys, you and Ryan doing the broadcast, thank you for that. Julian running this league, like, this is a good competitive league. I mean, it gets a lot of the guys that, you know, we don't get a lot of chance to, you know, us North Americans don't get a lot of chance to see during the weekdays leagues that we run. So it's nice to see those guys, you know, race with a different bunch of guys, and that's what keeps your reflexes good, right? So if you race with the same guys all the time, you learn how they race. So if you're always racing with new guys, it's fun, because that way you have something new to challenge. But no, thanks. Exactly. Nope, that's good. I'm happy as can be with second, so we will run away with that. Thanks, Gary. Thanks, Ryan. Stay safe. All right, there we are. All right. Well, there's the VOR League is in Discord that we're all in. I think every one of the drivers from VOR is in that Discord, which is linked in the broadcast. I don't have it linked below, but VOR does, and that's where we all are. I do like seeing other people's paints, that's for sure. All right, I need a drink. Okay, that was a good race. We got second. Thank you for joining us. As I said, join the VOR Discord if you're interested. New season starts in 2 weeks. No, it starts in first start of January, because this is Christmas. And that is where we are. And thanks, Wags. Thanks, Will. Scarlett. Oh, well, yeah. If by all means, hop into VOR, show that stuff. I don't have it. But if you look up Velocity Online Racing Discord, there is a link to it. I do not remember where the heck it is. I also have to go pee. All right. I will talk to you later, or I'm going to explode. Till later. Stay safe.